Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and all that fun stuff. And if you really like what I'm doing, you could donate and help me feed my cat. Everybody, welcome to Church versus the World, the channel where I'll talk about things that you and I might find interesting. Today, we are going to be talking about Rippaverse's Bloodruth #1. I'm a little late to the party on this. I've had this a while. I haven't had a lot of time recently to sit down and do a review. But, well, here I am, back at it and trying to give you the best review that I possibly know how to do without giving away too many spoilery, tidbits. Because it is it's definitely worth buying. Like, everything that the Rippaverse has put out so far has been at least worth a look. And if you're not sure where to start, like who you would like, there's always these little bad boys that are pretty cheap. The Ripperzine #1, 2, and 3. You can pick up the Ripperzines, and there is so far there has been a tidbit of everything they've put out so far. Like, I mean, if you are not sure what you would like or what, there's little previews in here. It's almost like Wizard Magazine. And, I mean, so far it's been pretty awesome. I've liked everything they've put out so far. But I will say that Yaira #1 was my favorite. This was a close second. It's so cinematic. Like, everything the Saskas do, look at that. I mean, this is almost like watching an episode of Supernatural just in book form. I mean, they try to keep it as creepy as possible. They try to tell a cohesive story, and they pull it off. It's like your old school, like, Buffy the Vampire Slayer comics meets like Constantine or Doctor Strange. I mean, they did their best. Oh, what happened to my camera there? Okay. They did their best to keep this as much in the horror genre as they possibly could, and I wouldn't expect anything less than from the Saskas, because, I mean, they that's one thing they know how to do. It's horror. Because, I mean, like, their movies, like, that's what they did, was they were horror movie directors. And, I mean, look, there's the wolves from these that you saw in Isom #2. Like, I mean, the storyline itself is wonderful. I mean, it shows you her world. It shows you why she seems kind of grumpy whenever you first meet her. I mean, I got this cover. There's, of course, 4 different covers, like there has been with most of them. I got this one. It's not my favorite cover, but my favorite cover was actually the mass print cover, and I'm gonna go back and get a second copy anyway. And I mean, the mass print cover just looks dope. It's like got her, like, family on it. Like, I mean, and all the covers are wonderful, but this one and the one with her family were my 2 favorites. So, it's almost like a Bloodruth origin story, because it takes place before Isom #2. But it shows you how she got some of the cool shit you see in Isom #2 that she can do, and the one thing about these Rippaverse comics, and I think they're fixing to fix that, is they don't hold your hand and tell you exactly what their abilities are, which is fine in a lot of aspects, but, like, we know exactly what, like, people like Spider-Man can do. We know what Superman can do. We know what they're all capable of. With a lot of these characters, we really still are just, like, guessing. And I think that they're gonna explain more in Ill-Advised issue 3. But we haven't got there yet. Like, I mean, I'm sure some of you have, and that's fine. But I haven't got there yet, so don't ruin it for me, because I'm ordering it with my next paycheck. But, I mean, she runs across all these characters, like that guy, Michael, and her. They've done pretty well at building out their supernatural elements of Flores Park, with Bloodruth and all of that. And you know, Yaira is of course an alien, or I don't know. She gives me Thor vibes, but Zaylin there kind of gives me like Kryptonian vibes. And the Dirty Deeds thing is all spacefaring, so I really don't know what they're gonna do with a lot of that. It seems awesome. Hold on, sorry. Anyway, but they've done really well about fleshing out all the different aspects of this world, because you have the rock band Norfolka. That looks like an interesting concept. I'm not thrilled about the name, to be honest, but I think they're going to be along the lines of Yaira. But it kind of blurs the lines, because Bloodruth, it seems like she's like your magic character, and Yaira's supposed to be like your alien Thor character, but then they call her what she does like ice magic. So I really don't know. I'm hoping that there is a bit more explanation about this universe and the way that they're doing things, because like I want to know, is there going to be a difference between the supernatural and the celestial? Like, I mean, is there going to be a difference between like how the Celestials and that has their abilities, and then you know you have like not Braxwell, what's his name, Brian Solari? Is there going to be like a difference between like your average everyday people with superpowers like Braxwell or Solari, or even whatever old girl's name is? Like, I want to know. I want to know more about this world. And I don't mean just like, you know, like why Texas and like why Flores Park and everything split, because I haven't got to read Great War of Separation yet. I'm getting to it. But I just now got a chance to finish Bloodruth and do this review. But the ending for Bloodruth left me wanting more, which I guess is a great thing, because I mean, of course, I know the Saskas have got a plan for all of these characters they're writing for, but they've talked about Yaira's 10-year plan, so I'm sure they've got something similar going for Miss Sydney Bloodruth. But yeah, so far, like it had a very unsettling, you know, a bunch of unsettling scenes, which is good for horror. That's what you want when you're diving into horror, is just unsettling. And the villains are actually creepy. Like, the last one didn't really creep me out as much, but like you could tell he was a scary bastard. Like you could tell that there was fear there. And you know, like why, and it's like, well, if she, you know, has done taking out all these people and is making jokes, and she seems fearful about this last person, then like how bad is it? You know, I mean, like it leaves you with some questions, but it doesn't necessarily leave you scratching your head. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it leaves you wanting to know more, which is what you want in a good story, in a good comic book. And there's nothing really too much from like that I can complain about whenever it comes to Yaira and Bloodruth. They're both written really well. They're both done really well. The art is fan-fucking-tastic. I can't even remember who the artist was, honestly, and it upsets me because but it upsets me because like the artist deserves their credit too, and I cannot remember like which one was the artist. Michael Montent. I'm butchering the shit out of that. And Brett R. Smith. They did the, I guess, coloring and art, and they did amazing because the coloring sets off the art, and the art just goes so well with the story. Like like I said, it flows like it should be, like a cartoon or something. Like, but all of the books that I've read from Rippaverse so far would translate really well into animated animation. So I can't really say too much about that. I try to give honest reviews, and I think I've done pretty good at that so far because I was pretty legit with my ISOM reviews, and like because I like ISOM. Like I'm gonna get the third ill-advised book, but I mean what I'm saying is like I don't just straight kiss ass just to kiss ass. Like if there was something wrong, I would speak up but I mean honestly, there's these books they're telling cohesive stories to introduce you to these people, and like they tell it to a point to where you could stop with this issue, or you could keep going and find out like what some of this gnarly shit was about. It's neat because like Alpha Core, it ended like a procedural, police drama. Like they ended it on a note to where if that's the only one you pick up, hey, you have a good story. But there was enough loose ends that would get you to come back for Alpha Core number 2 if you so choose. And they did the same thing with Bloodruth. The only one that I could say left me going, well, now I have to get the next one, like for sure, was ISOM. Which, I mean, if you think about it, all ISOM number 1 was supposed to be an introduction to this world and give you the footnotes of the story that was fixing to happen. The second one kind of picks up a little bit more and shows you, hey, there's more going on here than we initially thought. It's not just some chick that got kidnapped. Like there's some weird supernatural shit going on. And I don't know where they're going with the third one, but I honestly can't wait to read it. But I will say that they are filling my time with a lot of other really good characters. Like I said, Bloodruth was amazing. I love her look. The hat, I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but I actually really do kind of like it. Like her outfit, like she does this good. I'll give you one. There's vampires in Bloodruth. They did the vampires pretty sickly. Like it's cool. I like the way they did the demons that are in it. Like the design is wonderful, and it fits the classic demon motif along with like a fallen angel motif. Like they look beautiful and terrifying. And to me, that's what it's about. Like, especially in the horror space. Like, if you can capture beauty and horrifying at the same time, you've done your job. And like I said, like the whole storyline is a bit unsettling with some of the stuff that happens. But I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. Like, I honestly felt while I was reading this that I was reading a top tier, like big 2 type comic book. So I'm gonna shut it down now. Pick up Bloodruth number 1 if you haven't already. Pick up a few copies. Pick up some of the posters. Pick up some of the merch. Bloodruth is an awesome character, and apparently there's already people cosplaying as her. So y'all have a good one. I'm gonna try to get some more reviews done and get back with you. And I miss doing this. So I'm going to try to stick with it. I also have Berserker number 1 and 2 now. I did just have Berserker #1. I was going to do a review on that, the Keanu Reeves book. But then I found the second one, so now all I got to do is find the third one. What? But I want to try to get a review of those knocked out too. So, peace. I'm going to try to do another Rippaverse video just talking about Rippaverse stuff. See how it goes. Alright, y'all. I'll get back with you.